you ever catch yourself obsessing over someone who gives you mixed signals? Like, one day they're super into you, and the next they're acting like you don't even exist. And for some reason, instead of backing off, you just want them more. Yeah, this video is about that. Because here's the truth. You're not weak, you're not crazy, and you're definitely not alone. There's a reason you get addicted to people who confuse you. And once you understand why, you can finally break free. Why confusion feels like love. Let's go back to something you might have felt before. You're in school. There's this one person. Let's call them Jamie. Jamie flirts with you in the hallway, texts you late at night, and even makes you feel like you're the most important person in the world. Sometimes, but other times, they ignore your messages. They laugh with someone else in class. They act cold, distant, or like you imagined the whole connection. And still, you can't stop thinking about them. You replay every convo in your head, wonder what you did wrong. Try harder to win their attention again, and when they finally give you a little piece of it, you feel this rush, like you're on top of the world. That's not love. That's an emotional roller coaster. And believe it or not, your brain is addicted to the highs and lows. The science of the emotional roller coaster. Here's what's really going on. Your brain loves patterns. It loves knowing what's next. So when someone is kind to you every day, that's nice, but it becomes expected. But when someone switches it up, kind one day, cold the next, your brain panics. It thinks, wait, what just happened? Did I mess it up? Can I fix it? And when you finally get their attention again, it feels like winning. That emotional high, that's dopamine. The same brain chemical that makes gambling addictive. The uncertainty, the surprise, the maybe they like me, maybe they don't. It literally hooks your brain. So you're not addicted to them. You're addicted to the confusion. Why we crave fixing people. Now let's go even deeper. A lot of us, especially in high school or early relationships, get into this trap where we think we can fix someone. If they're distant, we want to be the one who finally breaks through. If they're emotionally closed off, we want to be the reason they open up. It feels powerful. It feels romantic. But it's also exhausting. Let's take Maya's story. Maya was 16 when she started talking to this guy, Drew. Drew was funny, kinda mysterious, and didn't talk about his feelings much. But when he did, it was usually with Maya. So she felt special. She felt like she was the only one who really got him. But Drew would ghost her for days. Then come back with a late-night text like, hey. And every time he came back, Maya told herself, he just needs someone patient. He's been through a lot. I can help him. But weeks turned into months, and nothing changed. If anything, she felt more drained, more insecure, and more unsure of herself. But she couldn't let go. Why? Because part of her believed that if she could fix him, it would mean she was enough. She tied her worth to being his emotional hero. That's not love. That's chasing validation. The breadcrumb effect. Here's another trick your brain falls for. The breadcrumb effect. This is when someone gives you just enough attention to keep you hooked, but not enough to make you feel secure. Maybe they don't really want a relationship, but they still like the attention. So they'll send you heart emojis, or compliment you, or say things like, you're different. But when you want to hang out or define a relationship, they back off, ghost you, say they're not ready. And guess what? You stay. Because deep down, you're hoping they'll go back to how they used to be. Spoiler, that version of them probably wasn't real. It was bait. Breadcrumbing is emotional manipulation, and it works best on people who are looking for closure or consistency. So if you've ever been breadcrumbed, it's not because you're clueless. It's because you care too much. The role of your past. Okay, let's get real. Sometimes the reason you get attached to people who confuse you is because confusion feels familiar. If you grew up around people who were hot and cold with love, Like a parent who was sweet one day and mad the next, your brain learned that love feels unstable. That love means working hard for scraps of affection. That love means proving yourself. So now, when you meet someone who's confusing, part of you thinks, this feels like home. Even if that home hurt you, it's not your fault. But once you see it, you can start healing from it, breaking the addiction. So, what do you do when you realize you're addicted to someone who confuses you? Step 1. Call it what it is. Not love, not fate, not the one, but an emotional addiction. And you're stronger than that. Step 2. Create space. Block, mute, unfollow. Whatever it takes to protect your peace. You're not being dramatic. You're setting boundaries. Step 3. Don't chase clarity from them. Get it from yourself. You don't need a final answer or a perfect ending. You need peace. And peace comes when you decide this is no longer healthy. Step 4. Rebuild your self-worth. Hang with friends who show up. Journal. Go outside. Make art. Dance in your room. Do stuff that reminds you, I am enough without their approval. Real love feels safe, not confusing. Let's be clear. Love isn't supposed to feel like a game. It's not supposed to make you anxious, insecure, or constantly second-guess yourself. Real love feels safe. Real love is consistent. Real love doesn't make you wonder where you stand. You deserve that. You deserve someone who replies, not just leaves you on read. Who makes you feel calm, not constantly nervous. Who likes you back, clearly, loudly, and proudly. But before you find them, be that person for yourself. Final message. Time to let go and level up. So here's your reminder. If someone makes you feel confused all the time, if you're constantly analyzing texts or overthinking every little thing, it's not your fault. But it is your responsibility to protect your heart. Let go of people who breadcrumb you. Let go of chasing what could be. Let go of the fantasy and choose your reality. You don't need to be someone's emotional project. You need to be someone's peace. And if no one's told you lately, you're not hard to love. You're just used to fighting for it. So if this hit you deep, if you're ready to break the cycle, hit that like button. Leave a comment about what part hit hardest. Subscribe for more real talk. And remember, you're not addicted to them. You're addicted to confusion. And today is the day you choose clarity.